Once upon a time, in a cozy little farm nestled between rolling hills, there lived a tiny mouse named Max. Max was no ordinary mouse. He was filled with dreams of adventure and the desire to explore the vast world beyond the safety of his home. His friends, a group of cheerful rabbits and a wise old owl, often teased him for his small size, but Max was determined to prove that even the smallest creature could be brave. One sunny afternoon, while nibbling on some crumbs near the barn, Max overheard the farmer talking to his wife. "There's a cat lurking around the farm, and we need to be careful," said the farmer, his voice filled with concern. Max's heart raced. He had heard tales of cats being fierce predators that hunted little mice like him. That evening, as the sun set and the sky turned orange, Max gathered his friends. "We must do something about the cat," he exclaimed. The rabbits looked worried, and the owl raised an eyebrow. "But Max, you're just a little mouse. What can you do against a cat?" they asked. Max replied confidently, "I may be small, but I can outsmart it. I'll use my wits." His friends exchanged glances but decided to support him, knowing how determined he was. The next day, with a heart full of courage, Max set out on his mission. He observed the farm and noticed that the cat, a fluffy orange tabby named Whiskers, liked to nap under the old oak tree. Max devised a plan. He would create a distraction to lure Whiskers away from the barn where his friends played. Max gathered all the shiny objects he could find: a button, a piece of foil, and a bright marble. He arranged them in a line, leading away from the barn to the oak tree. With a little squeak of encouragement, Max scurried back to the barn and watched from a safe distance. Whiskers, drawn by the glimmering objects, followed the trail, batting at the shiny items with curiosity. As the cat chased after the last object, Max saw his chance. He quickly dashed into the barn and warned his friends, "Now's our time. We must gather our food and hide it." The rabbits, excited and motivated, quickly joined Max in collecting their food, storing it safely away from the barn. They worked together, and soon they had everything tucked away, just as Whiskers returned to the barn, confused about where everyone had gone. When the farmer noticed the cat was distracted and the food was safe, he smiled. "That sneaky little mouse has outsmarted that cat," he chuckled, not knowing the truth behind the clever plan. From that day on, Max earned the respect of all his friends. They realized that bravery isn't just about size, it's about heart and clever thinking. Max became a hero among the animals, and Whiskers learned to be a little more cautious around the clever little mouse who had outsmarted him. In the end, Max enjoyed many more adventures, knowing that no matter how small he was, he could always make a big difference. And as for the cat, well, let's just say he learned to appreciate the cleverness of his tiny neighbor, and they all lived happily ever after on that delightful little farm.